bullets. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
The property I'm going to be hunting tonight, the landowner entered into a program in his county where they're paying $80 for every set of coyote ears that are turned in. My goal was to shoot 2 coyotes to pay back what he put into the program. This would be the maiden voyage for the 7mm Valkyrie. I did a video earlier explaining my love for this 7 cal AR-15. Bruce did want me to correct information from the last video. This uses a 30 cal bolt face using the carrier of a 7.62x39. I have the 119 grain absolute hammer bullet running 2,975 feet per second for tonight's hunt. Around 10:30 p.m. I strolled down to the creek where there are always critters crossing. Talk about being at the right place and the right time. I literally booted up my thermal for the first time tonight and caught this guy slipping at about 100 yards. At a distance of 77 yards, the 119 grain absolute hammer bullet hit this coyote at 2,766 feet per second, delivering 2,000 foot-pounds of energy. The bullet entered into the chest and exited below the abdomen. I walked back up the hill at about 100 yards and set up in a really tight pocket. The wind was blowing constantly out of the south-southeast. I set up the Icotec Night Stalker at about 30 yards away and faced it upwind. Within seconds of booting up the baby rabbit distress, this pair of foxes came charging in. I paused the call and clicked the volume up 2 notches. Within a minute, this coyote came rushing in, but spooked out, never giving me a shot. About a minute later, the second coyote came downwind of the call as planned. At a distance of 32 yards, the 119 grain absolute hammer bullet hit this coyote at 2,885 feet per second, delivering over 2,200 foot-pounds of energy. If you watch the video in slow motion, you can literally see the coyote bubble and pop. The landowner informed me the hogs had been hitting this pasture next to the house. I set up the convergent hunting solution call about 40 yards in front of me. I played Sow Hysteria for about a minute and paused, waited for about a minute, then booted up Vampigora, and then this happened. I could hear this boar breaking through the brush to my right at about 20 yards. I could literally feel him snarling at the call. And 30 seconds later, this happened. I could hear another hog calling right behind me, but could not locate it. I swung all the way around, and there she was. The first shot was not controlled. I did not connect on the second shot. The third shot was less than 10 yards and blew her intestines out.
First hog I shot, roughly 25 yards. I'm fairly certain that bullet hit a brush before striking this hog. He's a big guy.
Since this was not a clean shot, I did not necropsy the boar. At a distance of 25 yards, the bullet would have clipped the limb at 2,900 feet per second, sending shrapnel into the side of his head. This bullet at 10 yards hit this charging sow at 2,950 feet per second, literally erupting her midsection. I didn't realize it until now, but every shot I took tonight, the creatures kept on getting closer and closer, from 75 to 10 yards. As of this hunt, the landowner is $10 into the bonus. My goal is to make it down here as often as possible, so stay tuned for my next adventure.